Welcome to day 90 of Maths Wizard. We were doing section formula and midpoint formula. So let's start a new type of questions. Again, the questions are exactly same the way we were doing in the last sessions, but actually they changed little bit in the concept. Just you have to identify that particular different concept, and I'm here for that. So calculate the ratio in which the line joining, it means these 2 points are the joining points for a line. So minus 3 comma minus 1, and it is 5 comma 7 divided by the line x is equal to 2. What does it mean? That's what actually you have to understand. So what first of all you have to understand that what is the graph of x is equal to 2, then you will get to know easily. So this is your x-axis, y-axis, coordinate axis, basically x dash and y dash. So if I say that you have a line which is nothing but x is equal to 2, then what does it mean? It means this is x is equal to 2 and the line will be parallel to the y-axis. I have already explained you this kind of thing in the first session of this chapter, right? So x is equal to 2 means this line. Now if you observe, then you will find that this point will be x as 2, but we don't know anything about y. This point will be x as 2, but we don't know anything about y. This point will be 2, but we don't know anything about y. Similarly, so on this side also. It means the speciality of this point is we already know the value of x, but we can't say anything about the value of y. It means there is a point P, let's say, which is nothing but 2 comma any number on the y-axis. Got it? So later we have to also find the coordinates of the point of the intersection. It means we need to find the value of y also, right? We will find that. So first of all we need to find the ratio. So again I am going to consider the ratio as k ratio 1. Why we are considering, already I have explained you this thing in the I think 2 sessions before, right? Fine. Now so to find the value of k, basically we need to apply the formula for the coordinates. We already know the value, right, for the x right now. So it is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. So x is what? 2, m1 is what? K, x2 is 2, x2 is 5, then plus m2 is this is ratio 1, x1 is negative of 3 divided by m1 plus m2 means k plus 1. Now just we need to cross multiply over here and just let's get the value. So if I cross multiply, it will be 5k, then minus 3 is equal to, if I cross multiply, it will be 2k plus 2. Then from here it will be 5k minus ka 2k is equal to 2 plus 3. So it will become 3k is equal to 5. So k is nothing but 5 upon 3, which is nothing but 5 ratio 3. 5 ratio 3. Got it? So this is the ratio. It means your m1 and m2 is 5 ratio 3. Now your ratio is m1 is to m2 is 5 ratio 3. Now because you know the ratio, just you need to substitute over here for the formula, in the formula of y, to get the value of y. So m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So y is equal to m1 is 5 into y2 is 7, then plus m2 is 3 into y1 is minus 1 divided by m1 5 plus 3, m1 plus m2 5 plus 3. Let's solve this. So it will become 5 7 35, then negative of 3, 5 3 8. So y will be equal to 32 divided by 8, which is 4. Now so the coordinate that we had to actually find is 2 comma y is 4, 2 comma 4. I hope you guys got it perfectly. So that's it for this question. Now let's move towards our next question, which is this one. Again I think ratio we have to find. Calculate the ratio in which the line joining the points this and this is divided by the line y is equal to 2. Again same type of question, but they have replaced the x-axis with y-axis, right? Now y is equal to 2 means parallel to the parallel to the x-axis. It means there will always be a value of y which is 2, but we don't know anything about x. So actually this is the dividing point, right? This is the dividing point. Now joining points are 6 comma 5 and 4 comma minus 3, and now we need to find the ratio divided by this point P, because this time we know the value of y. We know the value of y. We are going to apply the formula of y, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So y is 2, m1, let's say it is k raised to 1. So k into y2 is minus 3, then plus m2 is 1 into y1 is 5 divided by m1 plus m2 is k plus 1. Just we need to cross multiply to get the ratio basically. So if I cross multiply, it will be minus 3k plus 5 is equal to 2k plus 2. Then it will become minus 3k minus 2k. Sorry. It will be minus 5k is equal to minus 3. So k will be equal to 3 upon 5, which is nothing but 3 raised to 5. So ratio is 3 is to 5. Sorry. 3 raised to 5. Okay na? Now you have to find in this question also the coordinates of P. No, they have not mentioned about basically finding the coordinate of point P, dividing point basically. But if you want, you can find because you already know the values of m1, m2, 3 raised to 5, 3 and 5. So you can apply the formula for x to get that particular point. Okay na? Now little bit different concept again. The point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio 2. It means there is a line segment AB and it divides it into 2 is to 5. 2 is to 5. 5. Let's say this point is P. Also there, no. And they have given the point P basically, this one, 5 comma minus 4. And they have already mentioned that AP is less than BP. AP is less than BP. That's what actually we have drawn over here. So find the coordinates of A and B. This time we need to find the coordinates of A and B. Very important question. So this is your x1 comma y1 and this is your x2 comma y2. This time we need to find these coordinates. Fine. Now we already know the ratio, we already know this thing. So now let's try to apply the formula for the x. So if I apply the formula of x, it will be m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, right? So it will become 5, it is already given there, is equal to m1 is 2 into x2. X2 we don't know, then plus m2. M2 is 5, then x1 we don't know, divided by m1 plus m2 is nothing but 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5. So if I cross multiply, what I will get? So it will be 2x2 plus 5x1 is equal to 5 to 7, 7 plus 35, 35. So this is your point, first equation basically. But we need to find 4 variables. There are x1, y1, x2, y2. Right now we got only one. No problem. Let's try to apply the second formula again. No problem. So y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, so let's substitute the values. Values are y is equal to, what was y, sorry, y is negative of 4 is equal to m1. M1 is 2, y2 is y2 plus m2 is 5, then y1 is y1, no problem, upon m1 plus m2, which is 2 plus 5, which is 7. So if I cross multiply, I will get 2y2 plus 5y1 is equal to 5, 7 negative of 28. Let's say this is second equation. Now very important question, that we have only two equations, but the variables are x1, x2, y1, y2, four variables. And if you have two equations and four variables, then it can have infinite solutions. You cannot solve this kind of equations right now at the level of class 10. but later also you can't solve. Basically there you will just make assumptions only. Now, so what to do? Actually, they should not give question like this, four unknown variables and only two equations you are able to make. But let me tell you what kind of question they will give you, and this kind of questions actually come in the examination. Comes in the examination. They will give you like this. They will give you a figure along with it, no problem. So they will give a line like this, and coordinate of A will be this thing, which is nothing but, if you can easily analyze, it will be 0 comma something, which is y, right? And this point will be B, which is nothing but the x comma something, which is basically x comma 0, and the dividing point will be 2 comma 5, 2 ratio 5, 2 ratio 5, 2 ratio 5. This will be this kind of question, m1 m2 you will be given. Now you will have only two variable, y and this one. Got it, guys? So if you see, this is nothing but x1 y1, this is nothing but x2 y2. It means x1 and y2 are 0. x1 is 0, so it will be 0, so x2 will be 35 by 2. Got it? Next, in this case y2 is 0, so from here y1 is will be equal to minus 28 divided by 5. So these points you can substitute over here to get the coordinates of A and B. This kind of questions they will give you. Yes, they will give you this kind of questions. Got it? 100%. Next question. Find the coordinates of the points of the trisection of the line joining. This kind of questions already I have explained in the section formula and formula basic concepts video, basically minus 3 comma 0 and this is 6 comma 6. If we want to divide the given line into three equal parts, trisection means three equal parts, okay na? So there will be 2 points, point P and point Q. Let's say this is point P and this is point Q. This is one part, remaining two part. This is two part from here to here and then one part. So these are the ratios to find the value of basically coordinates for the point P and for the point Q. So coordinate for it, let's say it is x and y. Forget about it and try to apply the formula for this. So it is, just write again and again the formula, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, comma y1 is nothing but m1 y2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Got it? Let's substitute over here formula for to find the coordinate of P. So it will become m1, which is 1 into x2. x2 is 6 plus m2 is 2 into x1 is negative of 3 divided by m1 plus m2 is 1 plus 2, comma m1 is 1 into y2, y2 is 6, then plus m2 is 2 into x1, sorry, y1 is 0 divided by m1 plus m2 is 1 plus 2. Got it, guys? Next. So it will become 6 minus 6, which is 0 upon 3 is 0, okay na? And this one will become 7 upon 3, 7 upon 3. So this is the coordinate for the point P. Similarly, you need to find, this is the coordinate for the point P, 0, 7 upon 3 it was na? Now, in the same way, you need to find the coordinates for the y also. Let's say it is x dash and y dash. So again, if you apply the formula for x dash and y dash, exactly same formula, just substitute over here. The change will be in the ratio m1 m2. Here it was m1 and m2. This time it will be m1 and m2. 2:1. Got it? So we have completed so many questions based on this formula, section formula and midpoint formula. And in the next session we are going to discuss two important formulas, that is your midpoint formula and the next one, that is your a centroid formula, to find the centroid. From there also you get questions, right? So in the next session we will do the basic concepts for the two important formulas, and will basically do few questions based on that, so that you can easily understand the formula for the midpoint formula and the centroid formula. And then we'll also practice few more questions, right, from the any particular book. Then we'll move towards our next step, that is your, I think, straight line, right, equation of a line. Okay, so that's it for this today's session. See you in the next session. Jai Hind.